Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to today's video. My name is Ahmed or Big Ak, and today we are going to be talking about the origins of Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas to all of my Christian brothers and sisters out there. Today is one of the most magical days of the whole entire year. Grab your snow pants and go pop open your presents because Santa Claus has come to town. It is December 25th of 2023. It's been a long way coming. It's been a lot of Christmases since the beginning of time. And today we're going to be watching a video and reacting on the origins of Christmas and where it actually came from and how long we've actually been celebrating it and why we celebrate it. Because if we go ahead and read this book right here, the Holy Bible, we realize that Christmas is not Jesus' birthday. Jesus wasn't really born on December 25th. Just doesn't align with history correctly. So we're going to go ahead and figure out where Christmas even came from.
We've all heard the biblical origins of Christmas, but societies have been celebrating light and birth in the darkest days of winter centuries before Jesus walked the earth. In the Norse country, this winter celebration was known as Yule. Around December 21st, the winter solstice, fathers and sons dragged evergreens indoors as reminders of life and set logs on fire as a promise of good fortune.
So they would take the trees, the evergreens, they'd take them home and they'd set logs on fire. And they'd do this as basically like an offering for a reward. And they were offering it to obviously like the gods that they worship.
Ancient Rome had its own December festivals. 1 week before the winter solstice, Romans began celebrating Saturnalia, an orgy of food and drink in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture. Some Romans, particularly soldiers and government officials, also worshipped Mithra, the sun god. It is believed that to this small but powerful sect, the birthday of Mithra, December 25th, was the holiest day of the year. By the 1st century,
Isn't it funny that they worship the sun and the sun god, son of God, has a birthday on December 25th, and they celebrate, like, why, think about this. This is the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire celebrating the winter solstice, and they worship the god of agriculture, and they have an orgy of food and drink, which is basically the opposite of fasting. And they're doing this for the god of agriculture. And then he was saying that those who also worship the other god of the sun, her birthday is on December 25th. It's not even Jesus' birthday, bro. These are Greek gods. These are Roman gods, pagan gods that these guys worshipped and asked for offerings and made sacrifices to. That's what December 25th is about for Jesus.
AD, pagan traditions were being challenged as Christianity took hold throughout the empire. But Christ's birth date remained a mystery, since the Bible doesn't mention exactly when he was born.
Yeah, so let's just make it the same day as all the pagan gods and the winter solstice and all these weird pagan rituals. It's just...
Since pagan Rome already celebrated the birth of Mithra on December 25th, it is theorized the church adopted the date as the birth of the Christ child. In the 4th century, the church made it official, declaring December 25th as the feast day of the Nativity. The church knew it could not outlaw the pagan traditions of Christmas, so it came to accept them. The evergreens traditionally brought indoors were decorated with apples, symbolizing the Garden of Eden. These apples would eventually become...
So you took monotheism and you named a day after a man named Christ who came and wanted nothing to do with paganism and advocated against pagans, advocated against Rome. It was literally called like a terrorist against Rome. That's crazy. And then you implement a holiday using his name with these pagan beliefs.
Come Christmas ornaments. The story of Santa Claus also begins in the 4th century with the death of Nicholas, a beloved Turkish bishop. The anniversary of his death became known as St. Nicholas Day. On December 6th, good children woke to gifts from the kindly saint. Bad children sulked away with nothing. In Holland, he was known as Sinterklaas. 1,500 years later in America, a seminary professor named Clement Clark Moore reimagined the legend of St. Nicholas. In 1822, Moore wrote a poem called The Night Before Christmas about a good-natured saint named Santa Claus, who was pulled by a group of reindeer and came down the chimney on Christmas Eve. Like St. Nicholas, Santa Claus spread good cheer and gave gifts to children. Less clear was exactly what this Santa Claus looked like. Then in 1863, Thomas Nast, a cartoonist for Harper's Weekly, settled the matter once and for all with his version of the Christmas Saint. Nast's Santa was rotund and jolly, with a full white beard and a sack full of toys. An American icon was born.
All right. Awesome. So that, guys, is the origins of Christmas. That was a short one, short, sweet, and easy. I just kind of wanted to go and understand the history a little bit on where kind of these ideas came from. I do know some of these things are pagan beliefs. I do know that they have to do with the winter solstice and the Roman Empire, and that they were mixing Christian values with their pagan beliefs and creating holidays and things off of it that we now have modern day holidays with, like going and grabbing eggs for Easter and running around the yard and painting them. And, you know, these things are not necessarily have anything to do with Jesus. Jesus didn't come and teach you anything about eggs. He taught you to worship God and God alone. So, like, what you're doing is actually problematically a sin, to be completely honest with you. Is when we celebrate these holidays and we do these things, it's we're doing something that literally God does not advocate or he told us to do. And it's something that pagans believed, worship, celebrate. Groups of people who put their faith and trust in multi-gods that are weak and do these rituals like the trees and burning of the wood and things like that really tie together our modern day holidays. And we all celebrate them. We just celebrate them cluelessly. Like, hey, yeah, it's just normal. But I think it has a way bigger impact on humanity than we think. I think that when we all celebrate these holidays at the same time and we light up trees at the same time and we put our energy in the same place at the same time, that makes a big ripple effect on the planet. And I think that these holidays are used throughout history for specific reasons. Can't tell you why specifically, but obviously Christmas has nothing to do with the birth of Jesus. As you look around every single year, it's Jesus-less. It's all filled with Santa Claus and snow and elves and reindeers and Christmas trees. And, you know, it's how it works. I never hear anything about Jesus. Yeah, you might hear one or two people go, Jesus is the reason for the season. But no, most of the time it's just Santa Claus presents, people stressing out, spending money that they don't need to spend because they feel like they need to buy things for people who don't need anything. And yeah, it's really how it goes. Like, if it was really about Jesus, you guys would come together. You guys would tell stories about Jesus and Mary, and you would relive that story. You would try to relive those days. You would sit and you would read the Bible, and you would reflect. But that's not what happens. I mean, we get together at parties, we get drunk, we eat. You know, we give presents, we spoil each other, and we completely forget about Jesus. And we just say, happy birthday, Jesus. So that is going to be the video for today, Origins of Christmas. Thank you guys for coming in today. Merry, 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 Merry Christmas. No matter what is going on here in this video and how much of Christmas is fake or came from pagans or whatnot, you guys have an amazing holiday today. Have a good day. Enjoy your families. Get together and do some critical talking. Have some critical conversations. Speak about religion. Speak about Jesus. It's what Jesus wants you to do. Even if it's not his birthday, at least make it about him, right? So get together, have some critical discussions, open each other's minds, and, really get those gears turning. I love you all. Thank you for coming in today. And until the next video, peace in the Middle East. Free Palestine. God bless.